Hey Sagittarius, it's your girl Bree here from SoulSorting, and welcome to your November 2017 General and Love Spread. Also, feliz cumpleaños to all these Saggies that will be having their birthday towards the end of November. So first things first, we have a brand new creator spotlight interview with Chimene Jackson of Vagabond Journals. These are handcrafted, hand-painted, and the pages are tea-stained. I love these journals so much. They're so great for reflective journaling, gratitude journaling, and I'll have more information about it towards the end. But we also have some sales as well. So stay tuned for that. But for now, let's get started. Using the Angel Therapy deck by Doreen Virtue, your card of guidance for the month is the Ascended Masters. We also have at the bottom of the deck Archangel Raphael. So what this tells me is that Saggies, you will be healing from something. This could be for those of you who have been feeling sick physically, maybe even emotionally a bit down and depressed, or of course anything at all at which you thought it was not working out. Archangel Raphael is helping you to heal from it. You may have prayed about it. You may have, kind of reflected on it and seen how to work through it and navigate it. But you're definitely being divinely guided in this month. There is some orchestration, but also Ascended Masters means pay attention to anything, any conversation that you have with someone who could be more older than you, or they could have more experience in some area. They will help you to understand things a bit differently. All right, so it will be wise to really pay attention to those conversations if you do have them. Using the Oceanic Tarot, let's get into your general. So 4 cards for the initial, and then 4 cards to clarify. Following the Romance Angels. One more. Okay. All right. Knight of Pentacles. What's so interesting, Saggies, is that while I was shuffling for you, it was a bit of a interesting shuffle. And I remember hearing in my head, don't rush, take your time, as one of the messages for you that just came into my head. And so we start out with the Knight of Pentacles, which really it tells you to heed that advice to whatever it is, even if it's this healing that you're going to be going through. Whether it's mental, emotionally, physically, or even financially, take your time with things. Don't rush through things. The beginning of the month will ask you, because I think especially as you are a sign that's, the fire element, you like to have things quick and more immediate. And when you want it, and Knight of Pentacles is saying, one, with the Ascended Masters, it's going to be good for you to take your time, because things are going to work out the way they need to. There is going to be a sense of divine timing for you and divine guidance for you. So learning from people, being observant of things, kind of being cautious with the way that you act and react will be very helpful. King of Wands, okay, this is you, your fire sign element. It's like things will be in life will be asking you to be a bit more calm, a bit more collected, be a bit more patient, but you may be saying, well, I think I know what I'm doing. I have expertise in this area. With the information I have, I'm good enough to go. I'm ready to go. The king, he's mature. He feels mature. He feels like an expert. He feels older. But as the King of Wands, the way that it embodies that energy, it's like, even though you could still be a king, there's still some things you don't know. The best kings know there are people who know more than them. The best kings know there's information that they will never understand. So what do I do with the information that I have? Does it mean that I just kind of decide on a whim? Yeah, this is what I want to do, or I'm stubborn about it? Knight of Pentacles is saying, don't rush. Take your time. It's going to work out the way it needs to. Take your time. Whew. Okay. Page of Wands. So some of you could be waiting on some communication to come through. All right, because there could be something that you've been really looking forward to. Even since September, you were looking forward to something. You had visions of something. There's some creative energy here with the King of Wands, Page of Wands, something you're excited about and you really want it to happen. And remember, I said the best kings don't know all the information. Page of Wands is like, yeah, life is telling you Knight of Pentacles, but you still want to be a page. You still want to be like, but I want what I want. And this information can be very innovative. Like, it can lead you forward towards something. So I even get the sense of a breadcrumb trail, basically. That's why you may need to kind of be cautious and turn over every stone or turn over every crumb. Every piece of information you get, I feel like it's still going to excite you and you're going to be passionate about it because you feel like it's almost there. You can touch it, you can taste it, but it's not in physical manifestation yet, or it's not where you want it to be yet. But Page of Wands says keep looking towards the future. You're getting there. You're being led there. With the Ascended Masters, you're definitely being led there. Eight of Pentacles. Some of you could be focusing on work, family, or finances. And as I said, you've been possibly starting to invest in something or really put action towards something. And with Eight of Pentacles, you may see some of those seeds start to sprout and really feel more confident, feel like you really are achieving those goals that you want. Maybe some of you are waiting to receive some information on like acceptance to college or something regarding work or something to do with something accepting. And so things can move forward, basically. It's like some of you have knowledge of something in the future that's bound to happen or that might happen, and so you're looking towards that. There could also be a younger fire sign or someone with that energy, another Aries, Leo, or Sag. Three of Swords. However, this is why I keep telling you guys, and Spirit's been giving me repetitive messages for all the signs. This is why I keep saying take your time, because you don't know everything. Three of Swords, if you decide to rush through this, and if I'm telling you, you know, even though you are a King of Wands, you could be very mature and everything like that, but there's still some things you need to journey to find out. That's what life is about. But you decide, you know, no, I want to do what I want to do and follow whatever instinct I feel like I should instinct right now. Three of Swords can mean you get disappointed. That thing that you wanted may not come through if you rush through it. If you take your time, even if it doesn't come through, you still are able to adapt to this new environment, this new outcome, because you were giving yourself patience. But if you rush through something and this happens, it makes the feeling of pain or heartbreak more intense. We have the World at the bottom of the deck there. So yeah, some of you could have an ending. It could be a loss of a job. It could be a breakup. It could be something that happens that you did not expect, but you know, it's here. And the World is like, you have to adapt to it now because it's a brand new environment for you. Ten of Pentacles. Some of you could have some disappointing situation with your family or with your money. So, you know, a job that you had for a long time, a relationship, a marriage even. Something happens. Maybe someone cheats or something you don't expect, basically. It could be more on the minor scale. I'll get one more clarifier just for Three of Swords just to kind of find out more. But something you thought you had stability in. And you were like, yeah, this is set. So it could be anything. It could be this thing you're waiting for. It's like you thought, oh, this is set, this is stable. I'm just like waiting to receive this. And some new thing kind of comes in the way. Two of Wands. So whatever this is, you were envisioning a different outcome. You were envisioning the Ten of Pentacles. You thought it was stable. You thought everything was good. And you're like, okay, well, what next? You know, what new horizons are going to be possible for whatever this is? And then Three of Swords comes in and it's like, oh, well, this is actually not going to happen the way that you wanted it to happen. So what else? Nine of Pentacles. All right. Towards the end, this is about you focusing on yourself. Okay. So if you have to recoup when it comes to money, yeah, get on your entrepreneurial grind or whatever it is. But I do feel like even though this happens, this Three of Swords happens in the center, I don't feel like it will be a big, monumental energy for the month, like super dominant. I'm not getting that because it's the only sword air energy so far. So you could be even thinking pessimistically about something. You could be even thinking pessimistically about something when it comes to your family. It may not actually happen. It can even be just, of course, not being satisfied or content with something and thinking about how to reach new heights with whatever you do have. And in the end, we have Nine of Pentacles, and you're focusing either on your work, if you own your own business, even in general in work, you're focusing on how to improve that sector of your life, so financially and physically, but also Nine of Pentacles can be feeling really grateful. I mean, it is Thanksgiving towards the end of November, so this could be your mood improving. So finances can improve, but also emotionally things can improve because we had the Sun just pop out there. We also had the Eight of Swords. So as I say, mentally, it could be more so of a pessimistic atmosphere with the Eight of Swords, Three of Swords. But with Nine of Pentacles, you're feeling better. You have abundance around you. With the Sun, your energy could be up. Your mood could be up. You could be more positive. And this is a very successful energy. So whatever it is that you're like waiting to conceive and manifest, it is gonna happen. You are definitely on your way with the Sun, but mentally it just may be a challenge for you to kind of wrap your head around that in the month of November. Okay, let's go into love and romance, the romance angels. Getting to know each other. This is also my Gemini card for communication, but there is someone that you are possibly communicating with. There could even be someone that you are wanting to get to know and wanting to speed up a relationship with, because we have the Knight of Pentacles there. But you'll be doing some talking at the beginning of November or the end of October, okay? Getting to know someone new, or even if it's a current partnership or a current love interest, learning new things about someone. So really connecting. The vortex. All right. This can be a Capricorn individual as well. Knight of Pentacles, earth sign. Someone that may want to take things slow, but you may not. Or it could be vice versa. You can be very attracted to this person sexually and physically, and that's why you may want to move things forward. But the vortex is saying if you do that, it will create an imbalance. All right. When you get to know each other, it has to take its time. Okay. Deception. I'm telling you, take your time, because we talked about like you not knowing everything and not having all the information. And remember, we had that Three of Swords kind of come in the center. So there's some information you don't know. Like you don't know everything about this person. Or about the situation. So be careful, because you can basically get yourself stuck in quicksand unnecessarily. 2 clarifiers. 2 or 3. Strength. Strength, okay? You'll need to control yourself, Saggies, all right? Whether this is sexually, physically, you'll need to basically be more patient, as we're talking about. Strength is the energy of you. This could be you being the lion tamer and you being the lion. You trying to roar and trying to say, this is what I want. I know enough. I have enough experience to be able to attain this. And that's the lion. The lion tamer in you, or the lion tamer in the Ascended Masters in life, is going to be like, I know. It's like a parent and a child, and the child's like, I want to do this. I know I can do this. Like, it's like a child that wants to go on a roller coaster, right? And the child's like, I don't know, maybe he's 10. And he's like, I'm not scared. I can handle this. This is like nothing. I'm good. I'm good to go. And the mom or the dad's like, Timmy, I understand that you feel you can handle this, but there are still some things that go into account when we go together on this roller coaster. Are you going to throw up on me when we come back? Is anything going to be broken or wounded when we come back? will you be crying the rest of the way home because you thought you wanted to take this roller coaster ride and it was like King Ka, and it was like, I'm good. I shouldn't have went. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And when we talk about the lion tamer and the lion, I mean, strength is Leo, so this is really coming through. Five of Wands, yeah, because there can be some competition. This person could have other suitors. This person could be dating other people, or have other elements of their life that they're actively involved in at this time. So, as I said, you don't know all the information, so don't assume. And then Knight of Cups, because you want to make this offer, you want things to move forward emotionally and progress, and you want to say, let's go on a date, let's do this, let's do that. But there's still some things to be taken care of and to really be taken into account. It is safe for you to love. So with Three of Swords, I believe 10 of Pentacles and 2 of Wands in your general, it is safe for you to love. You might have some trust issues going on with that. Remember, we talked about Three of Swords can be heartbreak, disappointment. It can also be feeling and thinking pessimistically about something. Because I feel like you Saggies, especially when we use this child analogy, not that you're a child, but that kind of analogy, that energy, it's almost like because you feel like things are not necessarily going your way or going at the pace at which you want it to go, you'll start thinking pessimistically as if it's not going to work out at all. And I think that's one of the major lessons in this month for you. It's like 2 of Wands is you having all these ideas and thinking about all the possibilities that can happen with this person. And you may want a long-term commitment with them. You may want something serious with them. But because it's not going in the way that you like, you just feel like it's not even worth it. It's over, you know? And you don't feel like it's safe for you to love this person when it's not even about them. It's about you. The High Priest, it's about you. All right? This is that long-term commitment. This is stability. It shows that there is commitment possibly here. There is potential for stability in this connection and in this relationship. But I'm telling you guys, it could be more of an internal thing. Because I know you want to talk to them. I know you want to let them know how you feel about things. And maybe you should. Maybe you should talk to them and say, and just like see where things are, you know? If you feel unstable or insecure in a connection, just talk to the person. Don't assume they don't care or they don't like you or they don't love you, because there is potential for that. There is possibly, if you're in a connection, it's already there. Make the effort. You got to make the effort. You got to push through the insecurity. And I know some of you might be like, I'm not insecure. I'm not saying as a person you're insecure. I'm just saying that some of you may have insecurity with this, because when people act that way, it can be sourced from maybe love you didn't receive when you were a child, or some traumatic relationship you went through that made you question those things, that basically triggered this like kind of defensive mechanism kind of behavior. So it doesn't mean you're an insecure person. It can just mean you are insecure about this issue, and that's okay. Making the effort is saying, okay, well, you know what? Take a deep breath. Yes, I have that. Yes, I'm going to own that. I'm going to claim that. All right, do I want it to negatively affect this connection or my relationship? No. What am I willing to do about that? Make the effort. Gather those muscles. Get it going. Talk to that person. Be honest. Be honest about your insecurity issues. If you're in a relationship, if you're starting something, take your time. Do not rush. And just slowly and surely just push yourself forward to making the effort. Queen of the Ocean, because this is Empress energy. This is abundance. There's abundance here for you guys, all right? When I see the Empress and make the effort with children, we talk about growth. That's what it's about. It's about this whole lesson you're learning from romance is about you growing and you understanding, because the Empress understands the reason why she has what she has. She lives where she lives. She lives how she lives. Is because she is responsible for a lot of the choices that she made. She's conscious of whatever she says, whatever she does, it comes back to her in some way. It mirrors itself in some way. So if you want to mirror abundance and security, you have to be able to work towards abundance and security. Two of Cups in a partnership. Seven of Cups. Get grounded, get focused, because you're going to have a lot of ideas about things. And if things come up from your childhood, it's going to be very confusing and a bit disruptive for you. But if you're able to take one of those things and say, do I need you? Do I not? What do I do with you? Do I start, reflective journaling? Do I start talking to my parents? Do I start sifting through this mentality and trying to understand, does this make me feel more secure, or is it just a safety mechanism? And if it's just the latter, then okay, I release you. I'm going to work towards being more conscious in my partnerships, responding to conversations instead of reacting instinctively, and taking my time. Okay? So Saggies, I loved doing this reading for you, probably one of my favorite that I've done for you all year. As I said in the beginning, we have a brand new interview with Vagabond Journals creator, Chimene Jackson, who creates these. I love these so much. As I talked about in the beginning, I have two of them, and it's such an amazing experience for me to communicate and write out those things and kind of have a healing process and practice through that. So that may help you too. But that interview will be out in November. If you're on our mailing list, you receive exclusive first access to that. You can sign up below. Also for our services, I can't talk. Mercury retrograde, guys. For our services, we have the live sessions, the phone sessions with me. They're going to be on sale. It's 2 areas of your life, or 2 questions for 45 minutes. And then we also have the yearly reading, the 12-month spread, that's also on sale. Those are discounted all the way through to January 15th of next year. So get in on that while you still can, all right? All my information, social media, all that will be down below. I love you, and I will see you in our weeklies. Good luck, Saggies.